Welcoming to the stage, Sam Marsden, Technical SEO Executive from DeepCrawl, making his first visit to the United States, so coming from England to New England. We're happy to have you. Welcome.
Good afternoon. How are we all doing? We all nice and caffeinated? Okay, so I'm Sam. I'm Technical SEO Executive at DeepCrawl, and today I'm going to be talking about how you can build out your search universe. So, what are we going to cover? We're going to look at, first of all, what the hell is the search universe? Then we're going to look at how you can define your search universe, and also how you can bring together the different parts of those of your search universe to actually improve the to get a better picture of your site's technical health. So first of all, what is the search universe? So the search universe encompasses every URL that could possibly exist on every domain, regardless of whether it has been invoked or not. So at DeepCrawl, we wanted to work out what the limits of the search universe are and work out how many URLs could possibly exist. So we did this, this shouldn't be here. So we broke down the anatomy of a URL. So there are 4 to 5 characters that can be in the scheme, a maximum of 253 characters that could be in the domain name. There are 1,002 delegated TLDs, and along with the path name, there could be a maximum of 2,083 characters. So we put this into a formula, summed it up, and put it into Excel, and Excel couldn't cope with it. So then we went to Google, and it came back with the rather unhelpful answer infinity. So we had to we had to go to Wolfram, and so we put this in, and we got our answer. So the answer is there are 7.956367966700821 times by 10 to the power of 3,848. That is how many URLs could possibly exist. So just to put this in perspective, the Google number is 10 to the power of 100. And so I think it's actually, our search universe number is actually bigger than the total number of atoms that exist in the known universe. So this is all a very roundabout way of saying that the search universe is potentially a very big place. So in defining what we care about is defining our search universe, and specifically your search universe. So all of the URLs that exist on the sites that you manage. So this is the Martech 5000, and there are a lot of tools around. And looking within SEO, you've got over 100 dedicated SEO tools now. So these are all different components of your search universe that you can put together to discover all of the URLs on your site. But I think that as SEOs, we kind of have a good idea of the best tools to put in our stack for our site, but we aren't necessarily getting the most out of that data. And what we need to do is look at how we can bring those different data sources together more efficiently to save you time and ultimately give you better insights about the websites that you manage. So this is a diagram of the search universe, or some of the component parts that you might find in your search universe. So what we're going to be looking at is how you can combine organic search data, data from web analytics platforms, backlink data, log file data, and how you can combine that with a web crawling platform to get a more holistic understanding of your site. So I'm going to give a number of different examples, and they're all going to be from the perspective of one URL in the search universe. And it's going to be starring me as the URL. And we've got a supporting cast of these different sources. So we've got Majestic as the backlink source. We've got Google Search Console providing the organic search data, Google Analytics as the web analytics platform, and Logzio as our log file summary source. So let's look at some ways that we can combine backlink data with web crawling data and some other data sources as well. So really simple example here, you've got Majestic showing thousands of backlinks flowing into a page. However, this page is hit at 404. So there's some real simple cleanup work there just to either redirect that to another relevant page or restore that page to 200 response code. Another example, backlinks to a nofollow page. So Majestic is showing the backlinks data coming into a page, but a web crawling platform is going to show you that the page might have a meta nofollow tag. And that's stopping that link equity flowing through to other pages. So again, some really simple cleanup work to do there. You also want to look at where backlinks land on your site. So another page, it's got thousands of backlinks coming in, but it's buried 43 levels deep in the site. It's not in the sitemap. It's got very few it's got very few links out and also internal links. So it's kind of giving Google conflicting signals here. And you want to probably include that in your sitemap or add more internal links to that page. So backlinks to non-indexable pages. So you might have thousands of backlinks coming into a page which is disallowed. So again, simple bit of cleanup work to get that page indexed. Duplicate pages with backlinks. So you might have 2 duplicate pages which you can identify with a web crawling platform like DeepCrawl. And they've both got backlinks coming in. So you just want to add in that canonical, choose the preferred version of your page to make the most of that link equity flowing into those pages. So moving swiftly on to log files and what log files can offer by combining those with web crawling data. So log files are going to show you where search engine bots are focusing on your site and how frequently they're accessing those pages. So this diagram here is the kind of thing that you want to identify. So you want to find the pages that you don't want indexed that are receiving Googlebot requests, and also indexable pages which aren't receiving any requests from Google. And so you want to maximize this area in the middle of indexable pages that are receiving search engine requests. You also want to identify crawl budget wastage. So you want to see whether requests are going into indexable pages, broken pages, or maybe filtered pages. So in this example, this is all about optimizing crawl budget and low-value pages with requests. So you've got log files coming into, you can see that you've got loads of requests coming into this page. Google Search Console is showing you it's getting thousands of impressions, and you've got hundreds of page views coming in via Google Analytics. However, with web crawling data, you can see that it's got a low deep rank. So this is an internal metric that we use to define, it's similar to Google's page rank. And so that's showing that it's a kind of low quality page, and you probably want to look at adding internal links to that page or improving the quality of that page. In this example, so you want to determine the most crawled site sections on your site as well. So look at log files going into a page. So you want requests to sitemap files, to your sitemaps, to your category pages, and other important pages such as your product pages. Now looking at a slightly more advanced example, so you might have a page for dresses, and you might have a whole range of different variations of that in the form of parameters with different colors, prices, so on and so forth. What you want to do there is to understand which pages users are actually interested in, which ones they're actually searching for, and make sure they get search visibility. And you're going to do that by looking at, again, log files, looking at what pages are getting backlinks and organic search data. Another cool thing you can do with log files is understand how bots crawl your site with different user agents. So with a responsive site, you'd expect Google to be using both user agents on the same URL to validate that the same content is returned. With a dynamic site, Google needs to crawl both versions of the HTML to validate the mobile version. And something that we've commonly found that is missed on dynamic sites is the vary HTTP header tag. So that's something which is really easy to implement, but is often missed. And finally, with separate mobile sites, Google needs to crawl the dedicated mobile URLs with a mobile user agent and validate that the pages and confirm that the content and structured data is equivalent. So what can Google Search Console add? So in this example, again, we've got a disallowed page, but it's receiving clicks and it's being indexed, and there might be some reasons that might happen. It might still be in the sitemap file, in your sitemap. You can also find poor experience pages. So you might have a lot of clicks coming into a page, but using a custom extraction with a web crawling platform like DeepCrawl, you might see that this product has actually been discontinued, but is still being indexed. So what you want to do there is probably redirect it to a category page or another relevant product, or maybe restore it if you've got, I don't know, another similar product. You can also improve the quality of your site by pruning the low quality content. So you've got thousands of clicks coming into this page, and you can see it's indexed, but it's got a low word count and has poor engagement metrics. So it's got high bounce rate and low average time on page. So that's worth looking at improving. So it's all well and good knowing what Google sees, but it's important not to forget about the consumer, because Google drives awareness to sites, but it's the people that drive the ROI. So what do visitors see and what do they convert on? That's what Google Analytics is going to show you. So in this example, we've got thousands of visits coming into a page, but it's hit a soft 404, and it's actually an empty category page. So there's some work there to probably redirects that to a kind of broader category page. In this example, again, you've got loads of visits coming in to a page, but it's hitting a blog post with no conversion points. So you want to investigate there why that's happening and why people aren't actually converting on that. So it's not enough that the page is doing well in search and getting organic search visits. In this example, again, loads of visits coming in, but the page isn't actually being indexed. And with backlink data, you can see that it doesn't have any backlinks either. However, you can see that there are thousands of links going to another page. And with web crawling data, you can see that this is actually redirecting to the target page. But because of the messed up redirects, this page is actually being disallowed, and it's kind of messing up the flow and stopping that target page from being indexed. So there's some simple cleanup work to do there, but the point is you're bringing together all of these data sources and getting a kind of bigger picture of this. So it's all well and good when you're dealing with these examples from the perspective of one URL. But what happens when you scale up to today's sites, which have hundreds of thousands of URLs, or maybe even millions of URLs? We can't just be dwelling in Excel spreadsheets, and we need more robust solution to deal with these scale of sites. And avoid entering what we call Excel hell. We need automated solutions similar to what Paul was talking about earlier. And at DeepCrawl, we ingest all of these different data sources, bring them together. But I'd urge you to go out and start building your search universe and seeing the combined benefits of bringing these data sources together. So thank you very much for listening.